over feelings. Facts over feelings. We just doing this, but now they saying we the realest. And we don't give a fuck, you better get about your feelings. Facts over feelings.
I want to ask you about maybe, I want to ask you that because I never got all of the answers as long as I've been knowing you. And people may want to know, you made it to the NFL, got out of high school, college, all of that stuff. And stigma around you was that you was in special education.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to know how you even got in special education. Like,
so
What?
you know what I'm saying?
It sound like you got to qualify.
Well, like how did he get in that motherfucker?
I qualified for that shit, but not because I was dumb. It was because I had a quick temper.
That's an easy way to deal
But yeah,
with you.
that's messed up though.
But
I'm gonna let you
hold
talk.
Hold on. You remember back then when they ain't give a fuck about no kid left behind.
Right.
They ain't give a fuck about that shit.
Yeah.
In our school system in Louisiana, you miss 20 days of school, you fail.
Damn.
20 days of school. If you out of school 20 days, you done. You fail.
Mm-hmm.
I will get suspended for 3 days, go back to school for 2 weeks, suspended for 5 days, suspended for 9 days. You know what I'm saying? Suspended for 6 days. Next thing you know, that's 20 days. I fail. I fail. Next year, do the same thing. So I was down 3 grades before I even looked. Before I looked up, I was down 3 grades.
So it's suspended for fighting?
Fighting, throwing shit across the classroom, telling the teacher, fuck you, bitch, suck my dick, all kind of stupid shit, bro. Like,
was that before you moved in with your auntie?
Man, that was before I moved in with her. That
About
was
to say,
before
I
moved
know
in.
she wasn't going for that.
No,
shit.
she wasn't going for that. But yeah, it was like I was young, bro. I was young going off on people. You know what I'm saying? I beat the fuck out of chick because she made fun of me stuttering. I beat the fuck out of her. Like I beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ended up whooping her brother ass too. You know what I'm saying? So, I was continuing getting put out of school because I ain't give a fuck. And when I was in school, I wasn't doing shit in school. I just didn't apply myself.
Yeah.
Right? So they ended up putting me, we ended up having an IEP meeting, them and my mama.
What grade?
Third.
Okay.
Third grade. This shit happened early, Ronald.
That's
So
real.
third grade, yeah. And I had barely made it down. I'm what, third grade?
9.
I know at 8, but I think I was like turning like 10 or some shit.
Yeah. This the third grade, the third time.
11.
You know what I'm saying? So they said, okay, we got to do something for Brandon to catch him up in school.
Yeah.
We can't keep him in regular classes because
You're getting bigger than all them kids.
Like we can't keep him in there. So we got to figure out what to do. So we had an IEP meeting. I took tests and all that shit. I qualified for extra time on tests. I qualified for having my shit, listening to my books and like all that because I couldn't really read. I couldn't read.
Yeah. Well, I would have loved for you to get called on to read in school.
You know what I'm saying? And I'd have just beat the fuck out of you for that. That's all that was gonna be.
That ain't gonna happen.
That's all it was gonna be. I bet you wasn't gonna laugh no motherfucking more. I promise I'd have drug your motherfucking ass.
It ain't a soul I ain't never laughed at in life.
That's because you ain't never ran into me, nigga.
Yeah, it's been plenty of big niggas in the world.
Them weak ass niggas wasn't me. Straight up. But anyway, I'll beat the shit out of you, Rock.
That ain't gonna happen, bro.
Yeah, it would.
I ain't taking no ass whooping.
You gonna need that now. You gonna need that gun. But anyway, you gonna damn sure need that fucking gun. But so they come up and they had the meeting. They had the meeting. So that's what they come up with for me to go be in special education class. So I go from taking regular classes to fucking playing checkers and Connect Four.
That's what I wanted to ask you. Like, what was y'all doing
all
in
day?
there?
Like that we was doing.
Yeah, learning.
So I came through there. I went through middle school in there. I was embarrassed.
But look, no learning in
They
there.
said checkers and Connect.
No, they would give us classes because we have 2 core classes.
Yeah.
We have our 2 core classes. You know what I'm saying? Fuck, I took algebra and at Assumption. I took algebra.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the core, but we have an aide, so we'll have an aide in the class with us.
Right.
So we got y'all, the regular students in the class, and then they'll have me, and then they'll have my teacher's aide in the class with me.
Right.
She'll be sitting right.
But you act right when you're in the regular class, I bet, as you got older. Because you ain't want them to think you weren't smart enough.
No, I ain't give a fuck about none of that though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't care about none of that. It was just like
probably till like 11th grade. That's when he started.
That's when I started caring about that shit. So I'm in 11th grade in special ed. Ain't never dated no girl at my school because I was embarrassed. I ain't never want none of them to see me sitting in there. I was always sit up on the side. So if the door's here, if this is the door,
So can't nobody look in.
I'm gonna sit at the chair that was right by the door. So when y'all, when you come and look at the window,
overlooking you.
yeah,
You don't want your
y'all come
boys
through the
to see
window,
your nuts.
I'm right there. So
Dude,
I ain't never date no girls at my high school. There was always girls going to, like it was always people I was talking to
Other schools.
outside, right? So I was like, I ain't never like them boys, like, man, I could tell you, yeah, man, they never known me to be fucking around with nobody at my school.
Yeah.
Like nobody. So, and then I ended up getting a recruitment letter coming to my junior year from the University of Georgia. I was like, I ain't gonna better use this shit. I ain't nothing I can do with it. They ain't gonna accept no damn certificate of achievement.
Yeah.
Folks saying, but I still use it as motivation. So I ended up getting my mind right, using football, get my mind right. I started applying more effort. When I did get them regular classes,
Yeah.
I would apply more, more effort. I make good grades in there. I'm like, man, I could do this shit.
But
I still couldn't read though.
Tell me this. At what point did you feel like you caught up since you were so behind all that time? Like, at what point did you like, man, I done caught up with this shit?
Man,
now.
when I went to junior college, it was actually my sophomore year in college, bro.
Yeah.
My sophomore year in college, I felt like I learned how to read.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't word picking.
Yeah.
I wasn't pointing. Did boy have a kite?
Yeah.
The
That shit had to
wind
feel good.
is blowing.
You felt like the fucking man.
Yeah,
then,
Man,
huh?
I could sit up there and boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just that like so. After basketball season, my senior year,
Mm-hmm.
you had graduated already.
Yeah.
I forgot you 1 year ahead of.
Well, he wouldn't know. He wasn't. That was me fucking up. Like they couldn't catch me up everything, so they kept me 1 year behind. So if they'd have caught me up with everything, I'd have graduated with Fletch. You know what I'm saying? In my career, my shit might be different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they caught me up, and I go to college. I sit up there. I got these reading aids. I got a speech therapist. I'd already had I had my speech therapist, but I got all of these different resources.
Mm-hmm.
People, you know what I'm saying, reading and teaching me stuff and teaching me how to break down words and how to, help me comprehend and stuff like that, man. So I just ended up going through college, and I ended up my high school diploma is actually not from Assumption.
Yeah.
It's from Phil Kinley High School in Coffeyville, Kansas.
Okay.
So in order for them to get me out of them classes that I had to make me eligible,
Mm-hmm.
I then had to go to another school, another state that had different requirements.
Yeah.
So they moved me to Phil Kinley High School in Coffeyville, Kansas, and I was in regular classes.
So
there.
you actually went to high school?
I went to high school. I was just living on a college campus with all the freedom in the world, but still in high school.
Yeah.
I participated in spring
crazy.
football. I participated in spring football.
Football
with the college.
Okay.
Like with the college, like coming into that next year.
Yeah.
And I so I ended up getting a high school, a real diploma from
So,
Phil Kinley.
You talked about being embarrassed in high school, but now that you done got back on point, when you had to go back and do high school classes, my bad, had to do high school classes in college, was that part embarrassed?
Well, no, because they didn't know.
Oh, okay.
Right.
didn't know.
Everybody just knew who he was, so
They
that's
knew
why
I
I was embarrassed.
coming there and everything. So nobody really knew much about me. I went in the middle of the semester. Of course, I'm not going to just jump in college classes. Soon as basketball season, that shit was over in February, March. Soon as that shit was over, boom, boom, I'm out of there, right? So they wasn't gonna put me in classes in college in the middle of the semester. It just wasn't gonna start. They never did that. So I ain't had to worry about being embarrassed. I was living on the college campus, living in the dorms. I was getting up every morning. Going walk across the street, catch the bus to the school. I'll go to the school for a half day, and I'll come back to the college for the other part of the day to go through my reading with the tutors from the college. You know what I'm saying? So, Miss Thelma and Miss Betty, I still remember the women. I spent a great deal of time with both of them women. Hours, bro. Hours upon hours. Like I would leave out of that library at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night after I've been in that bitch from like 12 o'clock on, going through shit. They teaching me, sounding out words, bro. Like I'm telling you, I'm 18 years old. I'm sounding out words, trying to figure out boom, boom, boom. So I ended up getting it, learn how to read. I got my associate's degree from Coffeyville, and then I was eligible to go to Division I college, and then I went to Auburn because Auburn was the only school to stick with me when they knew, okay, Auburn actually came up with the plan that I worked.
Yeah, because we
They
used to
came up
always
with the
ask you,
plan.
why would you go there, knowing Cadillac and running them?
I had to give them 1 year, Ronald. I had to give them 1 year. I had to give them 1 year. I knew about them boys being there. I just didn't think that they were really better than me, but I ain't knew shit about politics then either.
Yeah,
I ain't knew nothing about no politics. Now, Lack and Ronnie was good. Them boys were good. Lack
they
went to-
names
was Heisman
alone.
candidate,
Yeah, they
man.
name alone wasn't gonna
yeah,
let
the-
you get in front of that Heisman
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Them boys was good. I mean, Ronnie got drafted number 2 overall, and Cadillac got drafted number 5 overall in the same draft I got drafted in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So them boys was for real. Taking me out of the, so I knew they were there. I knew my shit was gonna go just like it went. I knew that. I'm gonna go with this bit for 1 year. If they don't give me no burn, no plans, I'm gonna transfer. I'm gonna leave. I knew my shit was gonna go like that, but I had to give them people something because I felt like I owed them something for digging me up out of the hole they dug me out of. Them bitches stuck that shovel down there and they dug until they grabbed my hand. When they dug and they saw my hand, them bitches grabbed me and they pulled me up.
Right.
So I had to go to Auburn. I had to go for 1 year. I had to go there for 1 year. So when I ended up going there, I knew I wasn't gonna be playing. You know what I'm saying? We were 8-5. Like we were 8-5 that year. Like we were 8-5 like that year. But putting Brandon Jacobs in the game over Ronnie Brown and Cadillac Williams, we probably still were gonna be 8-5.
Yeah.
So you didn't think you didn't redshirt at Coffeyville? So
No, I still had a red shirt. I still had a red shirt. I was gonna come. I was gonna go to ASU actually, with y'all, but you had left. My senior year coming to college, you were gone. So I was gonna transfer to Alabama State. But then I was like, man, Fletch ain't gonna be there. None of all the other boys gonna be there, but Fletch ain't gonna be there. I'm just gonna go somewhere. I was gonna go to McNeese. I'm like, gonna go to McNeese, but they was running like a crazy ass offense. So I ended up going to Southern Illinois with a lot of my other boys that I was in junior college with. One of my coaches from junior college ended up getting a job there. You know what I'm saying? So I got 6 guys I played junior college ball with, and Mo, who was actually the running back at Coffeyville before me. Like my freshman year, he started.
Yeah.
Right? So he was a running back over there then, but he was gone. So when my senior year come up, I'm like, man, I got a great connection over there. I'm gonna go to Southern Illinois. So I ended up getting, going there and getting drafted in the 4th round, man. And the rest of that shit was history.
History.
Yeah, the rest of that shit was history. So I mean, I always talk about my story with a lot of people. Like I was embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't have the worry that you had. Worrying about if you're gonna pass Big Mo class. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me get hurt.
Man,
He was
fucking right,
geometry,
man.
like
Pythagorean
all
theorem,
that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't had them worries. Them boys that worrying about it, they're gonna be fucking eligible.
You
not
just
come.
get to play ball.
I just get to play ball, bitch, and checkers and connect four, smash anybody, in any checkers and connect four. So if y'all want to challenge me in any checkers and connect four, I'm down.
Hey,
Let's
bro.
go.
So look,
I got a master's in that shit.
So like I said, I've been knowing this man down there all my life, you know what I'm saying? Especially since like Little League football had started. And then after that, we was from 2 different small towns, like 5 minutes away from each other. So you'd be they call him Toby, they always be talking about him. They're like, Toby, he in special ed and all that. You get into the narrative. You start believing the narrative that he was just a big dummy, right? He big, he got a deep ass voice, and he stutter, right? So we get in. I just remember this day. We was in a basketball locker room doing something, and that all this time I'm thinking he dumb, right? So I had said something to him, and he came back with an answer, and I was like, this nigga ain't no fucking dummy. Like, goddamn, they thinking this dude was stupid, or like, they making him, that's the narrative of him. They saying he a dummy, and he always got in trouble and stuff too, like fighting and fucking in the bathroom and all kind of shit in school. So I'm like, I'm believing the shit a little bit. But once he said that one thing to me, I'm like, man, this nigga ain't fucking stupid. And after that, bro, that shit left my mind. I didn't believe in that narrative. You know what I'm saying?
It was a hell of a narrative that they put out, but I created that, man. I can't blame the school or nobody. I created that. They got tired of hassling. They got tired of trying to figure out what they were gonna do with me. So that was the easiest thing to do, was just throw you in the system, give you the number, and just let you move on. They never had me. They never thought I was gonna go as far as I went.
You was on
know
your
what
way
I'm
to the
saying?
penitentiary, That nigga was on his way to Angola, not like Rikers Island or.
I know what you talking
He was
about.
on his way to the worst penitentiary in America. I mean, in Louisiana for sure. That's where he was on his way to.
You
And
think
he
so,
changed
Ellis?
that.
You
Fucking right, Shay. You was cutting up, man.
Yeah, I was doing all
You
kinds
cutting
of shit.
up.
Playing with fucking you and fuck around. You would.
If you doing that as a high school kid in middle school, what you think gonna happen when you grown and ain't got to answer to nobody? No
Man,
more?
when I got that letter from Georgia, that shit changed my life. Man.
Changed everything.
That shit changed my life. I just couldn't change them classes right then and there because I was a junior.
Yeah.
So I know I had to fight that shit out. So I ended up being my junior year, then my senior year, and then when after basketball season was over, I fucking left. And when I left, I went over there and turned into like a fucking real student.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had so many different people working with me, man, just teaching me, how to study, how to do things, man. Because I had my head on right now. Like, man, I got this letter from Georgia. Shit, I got to be, you know what I'm saying?
Do these people know that?
Huh?
Do these people know that?
Do what
Like,
people?
As far as the role they played in your
Yeah,
life?
because I ain't know nothing about all that.
Yeah. The people know, man. They like all the man.
So you reach out to them?
Coffeeville Community College, man. Big shouts out to Coffeeville Community College because without them fucking folks right there, I would not be where I am now.
Man,
Them-
what a hand
They had
clap
some
for
money,
something,
dog.
man. Yeah.
Straight up. If anybody out there got a kid struggling academically, that's struggling academically, and he played football or basketball, Coffeeville Community College in Coffeeville, Kansas, the fucking Red Ravens, they got your back. They're going to help you. Jeff Leica, AD, over there, he the man.
They
He
still
was the
there?
coach. Yeah, he was the head coach when I was there. Now he's just going back to AD. Them people care about them kids, man. Junior colleges, a bunch of at-risk kids go anywhere that don't make good grades.
A lot of people. Well, I know the dynamics of it is different now. I fucking wish I would have went to junior college. I thought I was too good for that shit, bro.
Boy.
But if I would have went to junior college, that shit would have changed. I played running back and shit in high school, and there was plenty of junior colleges that wanted me. But in my mind, I get to go to a four-star university. And see, a lot of folks don't know my head coach and my defensive coordinator both got jobs when I came to Alabama State.
As you, huh?
See, yeah, a lot of folks
let
don't
me
know
ask you
that.
something.
And they were my father figures. So I'm going where they tell me to go.
Who is the character of the best football player around you? He gonna be a fucking dog, right? Who we consider dog. He ain't gonna give a fuck about nobody around him. He gonna be talented as a motherfucker. He don't give a fuck about school. Junior college is full of 5-star dogs with bad grades, bro.
Yeah,
So you could have very well went into a junior college and that shit would have been tougher than at
But what I'm
ASU.
saying, that shit, but see, going to back then, I'm not talking about now, because it's harder for high school kids to get a scholarship now because of this NIL shit and the transfer portal, right? That shit is actually hurting the high school kids. But like back when we was playing, if you had the actual talent to play on Sundays but didn't have the grades, you should have went to
Junior
JUCO.
college.
And then, because all the big time SEC schools,
going there.
they going to get them.
Yeah.
But if you don't know that, if you ain't got no brother that did this shit before you or nothing like that, you don't know.
Right.
You don't know.
Well, I think that's a wrap for him
That's
for
a
the
wrap,
day, man.
baby.
We done came through with all kind of shit, all kind of sentimental, emotional, real, heartfelt shit. You know what I'm saying? Some sports, some music. I don't know if we talk about music today, but
No, we ain't talking. I'm done with music.
yeah, we good
I'm
though.
done with music.
We good on that, man.
She gonna piss us off.
Yeah.
Who, me?
I
I'm gonna
want-
piss y'all off?
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it, Ellis. Let's just go ahead and close out.
All us got our shit. We piss each other off.
Go on, close out.
So man, look, we check y'all another time, man. Next time y'all see us, we're gonna have some ladies at the table, and we're gonna be pissing them off. So facts over feelings, man. I'm Fletch. I'm out of here.
Yo, subscribe, baby. Facts over feelings, man. Listen, let's do this, man. I want y'all to follow us through this journey, man. I want y'all to see and continue to learn more about us and continue to learn more about the topics that we talk about. Sometimes we talk about some bullshit, but sometimes we talk about some really good shit as well. So, you know what I'm saying? We might not look like the smartest guys up here, but you might just be able to learn some shit. So make sure you go subscribe.
Believe
Peace.
it. What you got, Ron?
Shit. We out of that. We good.
All right. Bet.
Yes, sir.